George is like a joke to me.
Vitaly Laletin is a completely overrated arm wrestler. He's nothing without steroids. In fact, he won't even be a super heavyweight if it wasn't for the steroids. These are not my words. This is what Georgy Svetkov said.
For me, Vitaly is very overpowered. Very overpowered. Very.
You mean overrated? Overrated.
Overrated, yeah, very overrated. He's not a truly heavyweight. He is just skinny, tall guy with too much juice. Without the juice, maximum 100 kg. Krasimir was dominating him 10 years, So
After watching this podcast, many people asked me to give my opinion on this, and I think one thing was pretty clear. Georgy Svetkov is living in a fantasy world, and in his fantasy world, the position of your hand during your match is infinitely more important than the actual outcome of this match, and any logical person will tell you that this makes no sense. When Georgy was talking about his match against Jerry Caderet, he was saying, I didn't gas out against Jerry, I was in a good position, I was attacking even in the last round, I just lost on fouls. He didn't focus too much on the word loss and kept on talking about how he was in a good position, as if being in a good position is more important than actually winning a match. When Kamil pointed out that Georgy did get gassed out in the Michael Todd match, so what happened there if Georgy's endurance is so good? Then his response was, I got gassed out because of King's move, and King's move is not arm wrestling. It is arm wrestling if it is within the rules. And then he also said that nobody has pinned Michael 3 times, not even Hermes Gasparini or Vitaly Laletin. Both of these guys pinned Michael only once, and Michael lost a couple of rounds on fouls. And then there was this whole thing about Vitaly losing his wrist to Michael Todd, which obviously Georgy didn't. You have to give him credit for that. His hand control was definitely the best out of these 3 matches. But is it really something that you should get credit for? I mean, you couldn't finish the match despite having everything that anyone can possibly ask for. Still, you lost 4-0. And that's why it was a little bit weird when Georgy was saying that what kind of top roller Vitaly is if he lost his wrist to Michael in round 1. A good top roller shouldn't lose his wrist to Michael Todd. This is what Georgy believes. But the same logic can be applied to him too. What kind of top roller Georgy is if he cannot finish the match despite having everything? So again, the big flaw, in Georgy's mind, he believes that he did a far superior thing in his match against Michael by taking Michael's wrist and not losing his own wrist compared to Vitaly's 3-0 victory over Michael. I mean, someone try to make me understand Georgy's logic here. He couldn't pin Michael Todd once, he lost 4-0. And Michael Todd couldn't pin Vitaly once, he lost to Vitaly 3-0. So clearly there is a big gap in these results. But somehow Georgy believes that his result was superior. So the things that he called out Vitaly for was, Vitaly is overrated, he false starts every single time. Georgy pointed out almost all of Vitaly's major victories, like his win against Morozov, or even the matches that he lost against Hermes Gasparini and stuff. As per Georgy, Vitaly is flash pinning every single round. I will rewatch those matches, and if he's correct, I'll mention it in the video. Then he said that Vitaly tricks the referees during the setup. He wins partially because of his reach, and it becomes impossible for someone to catch him if he false starts just because his arm is that much longer. And then he finished this Vitaly topic by saying that, believe me, one day I will top roll Vitaly very, very bad.
It's okay. The time will show. But believe me, one day I will top roll Vitaly Laletin very bad. Very, very bad.
I would give Georgy perfect 10 out of 10 marks for trash talk. Even though his trash talk didn't really make that much sense, but calling out Vitaly for using steroids and telling him that he wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for the steroids, if it wasn't for the juice, and then saying that he's just a skinny, tall volleyball player, it was good. That sets up their future super match perfectly, and I would love to see that now. So is Vitaly really overrated? Is there any logic behind this? Or is he overrated just because he tends to lose his wrist against the top guys? I don't think that matters that much. Because if he's winning without a wrist, who cares about keeping your wrist? To put things into perspective, since the 2023 Gennady Quickvinia match, except for Levan, Vitaly is the only person who has pinned Devon Larratt. No one else has done that. If we look at the current top 10 rankings, Devon has faced Georgy Svetkov, Alex Kordecha. He faced Michael Todd at King of the Table, and initially King of the Table and East versus West were basically considered the same thing. So he has faced Michael Todd as well. Then he has faced Vitaly Laletin, Hermes Gasparini, and Levan Saginashvili. So out of the top 9 guys, he has faced like 6 of them, and except for Levan, Vitaly was the only one to pin Devon. Does that mean he's overrated? I think it means the opposite of that. So Devon has also given his opinion, his response on this subject.
He's a funny guy, that Georgie. He'll never ever beat me. He'll never once in his life beat me. I can be 100 years old and like 90 pounds and he'll still lose to me because he doesn't know how to arm wrestle.
Hermes, can you?
Devon thinks that Georgy does not know how to arm wrestle. There is a possibility that he takes Vitaly's hand because Georgy's wrist is in fact really difficult to top roll. So he may take Vitaly's hand, but then just because he doesn't know how to arm wrestle, Vitaly will easily flop press him and still get the victory. I also think that that is the likely outcome or one of the likely outcomes if this match happens. But there is also a great possibility that Vitaly just flash pins Georgy Svetkov. And this is once again something that even Devon has mentioned in the past, that if these two arm wrestle, Vitaly will most likely just run him over and the match wouldn't even stop. Georgy also talked about his matches against Artem Morozov and Alex Kordecha. And even there he was saying that Morozov was eating meat and everything, so he wasn't on a soup diet. So indirectly he was saying that Morozov was healthy and strong, and his win over Morozov, which was, let's be honest, a dominant win, shouldn't be discredited because some people assume that Morozov was not in a good shape. I mean, the guy was literally weighing 118 kilos during that match. What can we expect from Morozov? I don't think many people expected too much from Morozov in that match, but apparently Georgy Svetkov did. But then when the conversation was about Svetkov versus Kordecha match, then he was saying, yes, the doctors were ready to almost cut my foot off and I was in a really bad shape. I shouldn't have competed, which is true. I'm not denying that he shouldn't have competed. He couldn't even walk, and having the risk, a 50-50 risk of getting your leg amputated and competing a week after that is not a good decision. But he shouldn't count out Morozov's illness as well. He was also not in a good shape. And it wasn't that Georgy was just accusing Vitaly of using steroids. He was talking about himself too, that if he gets a rematch against Devon Larratt, he will use every single juice available in this world and he will make sure that the result is different this time.
If I have a match now with Devon, there will be big difference. I will be all in. All juices on the market in me.
Once again, the same story. Georgy believes that his hand positioning was somehow far superior than Devon's in their match that they had at King of the Table. I don't really think so. Devon was always in control in that match. But Georgy believes that at that time in 2023, he was still thinking about competing at WAF, so he was kind of natural. But now he will be completely juiced up for the rematch and the result will be different. Devon won't be able to beat him. So obviously, Devon does not take Georgy Svetkov seriously at this moment. And why would he? He's the proven number 2 guy in the world at this moment. There is no one that can beat him except Levan. In the next video, I will discuss more highlights from this interview. Overall, it was one of the most entertaining and one of the most, I would say, controversial interviews in a very long time on the East versus West channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you again.